Hi guys, welcome back to August Love Story, the channel. My name is Artika.
And I be Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Man, I'll be.
Don't worry about
your
it.
coaster at, man?
I don't need a coaster. It's not sweating.
Okay.
Today we are reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 19, Episode 5. That episode is titled Trouble in Paradise. Did I say we were August Love Story?
We are August Love Story, by the way, if you didn't know. Hey.
I don't know what we're doing. Get us out the group chat while we're trying to record.
Right.
If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell.
And
who did I write that most up
when
out?
you finish the video, like the video too.
That too.
Share us a comment.
All right. So, least I wrote about was Jalyn and Josh. And then next up was Belynda and Chad. So that's going to be 1 and 2. You ready?
Yeah.
Jalyn and Josh, they started off this episode going to go talk about kids, and they were hanging out the pool and how differently that they grew up. News to me, I didn't know that this girl's daddy was a professional baseball player.
Yes, he
Just
was.
found that out in the group chat. They both were discussing their insecurities or her insecurities about not finishing school. I did look him up after this episode, and I found out he owns a roofing company. So I remember him saying that he started off making like $30,000 a year, and he's been able to grow that to $500,000 a year. And I was like, gee, wonder what he did. Roofing company in Austin, Texas. Josh tells her that he never went to school, which you don't need to have a degree to be a roofer.
Yeah.
He talks about his family being loving, and his grandparents were like wanting to kiss him on the lips. And I was like, that's a little awkward, but okay.
Yeah. She said the same thing. She looked was like, The
only other thing that I wrote about them was that her lease is up in May, and they're talking about their next steps on living together. I think that Josh and Jalyn, specifically Jalyn, has been like the poster kid for this season. So with her being the poster kid, we can't find anything negatively to talk about her about. So,
well, we haven't gotten there yet. But
no.
I
But
think
you get what I'm saying, though. Like,
yeah.
They're like, if we can't dive deep into something, then we just gonna scratch the surface and move on.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about them as a relationship.
I really didn't write a lot about them at all.
What did you write? Did you write anything outside of what I got?
No, pretty much like the insecurity of her not finishing college.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting because I wonder, did her twin finish college? Because what makes her, I guess her friends make her insecure about it, but she's doing what she likes to do. So it's like, you don't necessarily need it. I don't think she's just missing out on the conversations of what happened in college. Yeah,
one of my friends, I mean, she's finished now, but before she finished college, she was making more money than all of us that finished, even the ones that went on to get doctorates. Mm-hmm. So,
what did they do? They went to the pool. They, like everybody on this episode had some sort of date that they did. And so their date was going to the pool. She didn't want to get her hair wet. He picked her up, and he also said he's fallen in love with her. In this episode. So yeah, that's pretty much all. We've
known each other 8 days. Like nobody's in love.
It's interesting.
Nobody's in love, but everybody's in love.
Yeah,
I think that they started out this season. It was like, look, they hate it when y'all say these are strangers. Don't start that.
Look, these are things that you can't say. Don't say that these folks are strangers. We know. And go ahead and say love if you feel it. If you spit it out. Say it.
But they are really like,
if you feel it, spill it. Quote it. All
right.
Put it on a t-shirt.
So you got anything else for them?
Nah, that's it.
Belynda and Chad. Keeping this in the family.
I just think this couple is not matched well.
Okay. So they went fishing. I said this was the first time that I have seen Belynda look like she has any ounce of joy in her heart as it relates to being with Chad.
They went fishing
on this episode. It was just like a montage of everybody just doing regular things, and theirs was fishing. They went to have dinner, and they talked about the types of dates that they were going to go on while being married to each other. Basically, Chad is like, look, You my woman, and I'm gonna treat you right.
So, before you move on, when they was at dinner, I don't remember the question. When they talked about the things that they liked about the other person, Belynda shot off the things that she liked.
She wants to spend time with each other. She wants to be affectionate, and she sees that as being romance.
Right. Chad was lying.
What did he lie about?
He wasn't lying. It sounded like he was lying because he couldn't get it together. He was like, and the producer, he got mad at the producer.
Oh, okay. I hadn't gotten there yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So they was talking about the affection. He says flowers and candy. She says spending time with each other. And then my next sentence was where he got mad at production.
Yeah.
So they talked about making each other feel special. And production was like, how would you make Belynda feel special? I'm getting to it.
Man.
Belynda says that she felt like he disrespected production in that moment. And he apologized, and she told him that she don't get past things easily. I was like, that's not something to tell to your new husband. Hey, nope. You pissed me off, and I'm not going to get over it.
I ain't even trying to. I know it's going to be hard for me to.
I will cut you off. Ain't nothing to cut that off.
Man, but the interesting part with that was I get his frustration of trying. I don't know what he was going through. He just brain fart. I was like, he sounds like he's lying. Mm-hmm. You know, but frustration and taking it out on the production, you have to be more mature. But I thought his comeback, or when she said something to him in the room, I thought that was really good as far as him saying, well, you know, I want to apologize for that because it's just the way he expressed his frustration. And we all working on something. And that's something he's like, well, you know, I got to work on that because of how he has to, you know, he's in charge at his job. So you see how people work and how it flows over into their, or flowing over into their marriage or whatnot, or the relationship that they're in.
She starts crying at the end of the conversation, saying that she's afraid to show up for herself. I think that she feels like if she shows up for herself, that's going to dead this relationship.
Yeah.
Because she's not used to showing up for herself and putting, and I get it. Now that I know that Big Jessie played baseball.
I don't see how you missed it.
I don't know. Kids. So being with an athlete typically means that you have to put things to the side for the athlete because, for lack of better words, everybody kisses the athlete's butt. And so she was just kind of existing with the athlete as her spouse.
Yeah. And
she wasn't doing anything to rock the boat because her livelihood is up in the air if you do that.
Yeah.
So I think that that's why she felt that way, and she's feeling a way about that all over again.
Yeah. I don't know. It's you know, you never want that for a person. But what?
I heard so loud.
You never want that for a person, but you know, that's something Chad is gonna have to work on when it comes to her. And excuse me, and allowing her the space to you know, show up. Allowing her the space to say the things that bother her without feeling like there's a consequence. So that's really all I have for you. I still think Chad is leading with money.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
Not that they say anything important. I just wanted to also mention that this was the episode that they got on the yacht together and they was jumping in the ocean, and it reminded me of our honeymoon. we was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. The first thing I said was, who's the black people that jump? Is Will going? Will and
Will did jump in.
Will jumped in, but I was like, are the black people going to jump
Brittany
in?
was like, absolutely not.
No.
There's stuff in that water.
It was.
I think Brittany was more so. First off, Brittany should have had vacation hair.
Yeah, she does. Is that her real hair or somebody else's?
That is. The top of it might be hers.
Okay.
I don't think she has on a wig.
I say somebody else's? Like
she bought it. I don't think she has on a wig, but I definitely think she has a sew-in. So
is wearing wigs like putting underwear on?
What do you
like
mean?
You wouldn't wear somebody else's underwear, so you wouldn't wear somebody else's wig?
If you wash the wigs, somebody else can wear.
You can wash them things?
Yeah. It's usually they're human hair. I mean, you can get synthetic wigs, but usually if you get a good wig, it's some human hair.
Okay. All right, carry on.
Don't act like you trying to rush me through this after you asked the question.
I got you. You answered it. So.
Next couple I wrote the least about was Megan and Derek. So
I ain't write nothing.
We
about them.
go back to Megan and Derek after episode 4's paddleboarding debacle. Megan is committed to not liking what Derek has to say, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Right? He basically tells her that he wants to be able to be open and honest. And so they say they're going to try to have a better day that day. She did acknowledge to him that she's an avoider who shuts down when things get tough. And we definitely know that because she likes to leave.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to address that with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because leaving is not the answer when in a marriage. You can't always leave. Like, we've watched this girl walk out of I don't know how many rooms in however many episodes long this season has been thus far. It's just like, calm down.
Right. She basically got mad at him for saying, this is how I feel.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel like you communicate well. And these are the reasons why I don't feel like you communicate well. And she's like, fine then.
You can't say that about me.
Your mama.
Right. And your granny. But I think he's in a tough spot because it's a matter of, I said what I had to say. Mm-hmm. I said my piece, let's move forward. Because again, they're in like day 3 or 4.
Because they're still at the honeymoon. Like, we haven't gone home yet.
Right.
So they kind of lounge around and they pull out these conversation cards. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I am really a stickler for conversation cards, right? Like conversation starters. I saw them. I'm a stickler for conversation starters because they give you something to talk about that would not necessarily be top of mind. Yeah. And I don't mean necessarily in a romantic sense, but I feel like if you're in mixed company or if it's just someone that you don't have a deep relationship with, you can find out more about them with conversation starters. Like, so I'm all in for those. I can't wait for the kids to get older so that can be like a dinner time thing. Yeah. Because I did find some
you gonna pull out the conversation.
Yeah. I saw some that were like for families. I just wish, and I might try to conceptualize some, but for families with smaller kids, where they're not thinking on a certain level. Mm-hmm. But it'll help you guys get to know each other, understand your fears, your desires, your, dreams, aspirations, goals, whatever. Because 6-year-old's goals are very different from a 36-year-old's goals.
Yeah, of course.
And just being able to break things down where you guys are like on a level playing field of conversation.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
I wonder if we asked Quad what he wanted to be when he grew up, if he'll say a dinosaur.
Probably.
That would be hilarious.
I can't wait to see what his first thing for school is going to say.
Howler monkeys.
So they had the conversation cards. We hadn't gotten there yet. Conversation cards.
I missed the conversation.
They talked about becoming parents. He says he wants 2 to 3 kids. She says that she's concerned about giving birth altogether. I've done it twice. I still don't know how I survived the feat of no epidural. But I will say it's not as scary as everybody makes it out to be. And it's not as painful as everybody makes it out to be. And I say that as a person that has a high pain tolerance, but also looks at things from the standpoint of why would people keep doing it if it hurt that bad? Mm-hmm. So I don't know how you lessen somebody's fears surrounding that besides education. Yeah. But I think that that's something that she needs to look into. Or since she's frozen her eggs, girl, go get you a surrogate and let's move on. Yeah. So this is where you were. Oh, wait. Is it?
I don't know.
Yes. They go out to dinner and they talk about her missing her dog, Zoe. And he brings up the dog and like sleeping arrangements for the dog. And she's like, yeah, the dog sleeps with me. I was like, girl, this is a mistake. Mm-hmm. A person who does not have a pet does not want your pet around them. Yeah. And I don't mean that as a like they can't be in the room, but like Tommy and I are both people. We don't have animals, but we have both had animals. The last thing that we've thought about is a dog sleeping in our bed.
Rondo slept in mine.
I'm talking about our bed.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
The last thing that we've thought about is a dog sleeping in our bed together. I don't think that either one of us would be completely against a dog sleeping in the bed, but I wouldn't start out and be like, come on, come get a bed with me.
The dog would be in one of the kids' room. Or
my mom had a rule that the dog can get in anybody's bed. Yeah. Like, don't get on my furniture.
Mm-hmm. Or, and we bought the dog a little bed himself.
Yeah. So while they're having dinner, they randomly hear a monkey growling. What did he call it?
Howler monkey.
I was like, that monkey sound like he might eat us.
Yep. That monkey definitely sounded dangerous.
And he told her that he could make that noise later if you know what he mean.
And it was a bad joke. It didn't land. It was good. It's great placement.
It was. I was like, ba-dum-bum.
Right. It just didn't land.
And Megan was like, what?
She got it, but she was like, why would you say that right now? So, yeah. That's all I got for them. I ain't had much to say about Megan and Derek.
They're boring, but not a good kind of boring.
Yeah, they not like that other couple that was boring.
Jessica and Austin, I think is their names.
Yes, it
okay,
was.
yes, them. They always talk about the boring Married at First Sight couple.
That was the most boring couple, but they
have made it. Like, kudos to them for being boring.
Right.
Next, you want to talk about Brittany and Will, or you want to talk about Rhonda and Pat?
It don't matter, man. Toss a coin.
All right. So Rhonda and Pat went biking with Will and Brittany. After they're on the, what do you call them? The double bikes?
Yeah.
Where one person leads, the other person is just the passenger. They ride so far out and then they're like, let's go talk. And so production has the women go talk and the men go talk. Pat asks Will about past relationships, and Will says that they never argued, and Pat was like, well, that's not normal. And Rhonda and Pat had just had a conversation about Pat's previous relationships, and she was concerned because she hasn't been in a relationship since 2020. And Pat was like, yeah, I broke up with somebody 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And she's like, 6 months ago and you getting married at first sight? They don't say well with me. Rhonda got a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want him to have any opinions or any deviations from her having opinions. Mm-hmm. I get it. Rhonda is older. I mean, Patty is too, obviously. But Rhonda is older and she's kind of set in her ways. But I don't feel like she's giving Pat enough of a pass to be himself.
Yeah, she not. But she does have a point when she says that that's too soon. We know what it looks like. It looks like, bro, you got out of this and then jumped into that.
Because how long is the process to get on Married at First Sight?
However long it is.
It's like, I broke up with her, but like, she wasn't the one. I'm getting married.
Right. So we call a spade a spade. It looks like what it looks like. Mm-hmm. It don't look right. I can understand why it does not sit well with her. Mm-hmm. And then on top of everything, she calls him sensitive. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay. Like, and that's the part that I'm like, Rhonda ain't giving a chance to this man. But on one half, it's like 6 months ago being in a relationship and now you're getting married at first sight. Are you really going to take this seriously? Mm-hmm. Which I think so. But I'm also looking at that couple specifically to move a lot faster than everybody else. Because
they looking at like, I ain't got much time left.
Right.
So after the date with Brittany and Will, they did a cocktail making class and then they had a conversation about his 6 months ago relationship. And he told her that it made him feel small, that you like reduced him to you got some stuff going on because you ended the relationship and you automatically went to married at first sight. And then she kept saying that she's feeling like she needs to protect herself. I think that I need to protect myself is Rhonda's version of this is a stranger. Like Shanice and Jeopardy. Mm-hmm. You're a stranger. Hers is, I need to protect myself. Yeah. Like she's not saying I don't know you, but she's like, I gotta protect myself.
And then she also, she told him she feels, they went and made the drinks. Mm-hmm. And when they was talking, she was like, I feel smothered. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, y'all on the honeymoon and y'all just met each other. You're going to feel smothered.
You have to. There's really no, I don't want to say you have to, but it's hard getting around. If you're used to being by yourself and then all the time there's someone with you. And for them, they don't even have the break of like on the honeymoon, I mean. Yeah. They don't have the break of, oh, I'm going to just go to work and I can be by myself on the drive to work and the drive home from work. This person is always there. Yeah. What are we going to do about you always being here? And she can't do anything about it because that's just what it is.
Like, I feel like, me and you had that conversation once. She was like, I like to be alone. I do. And it just didn't make sense to me. But in knowing you, I understand your need to be alone. It doesn't bother me or anything, but I also understand where my need, where I'm not caring about the I'm alone thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I lived at my grandmother's house. Everybody came to see my grandmother. Mm-hmm. It was a little bit different for you.
Right. It was my mama's house and we wouldn't just open the door like that.
Right. So it's I get it.
You gotta live there to be able to let people in and out because the doors are locked with keys.
Right. But it's like, for her to say she feels smothered and all this and all, he's not doing anything but what he's supposed to do as a man on his honeymoon.
Right.
Either I'm in you or I'm on you. But we gonna be around each other.
Okay. Wasn't the correlation that I was going to make, but all right.
But you get it though, right?
I get it.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Carry on. I don't have anything else for that couple, do you?
They haven't lived with someone else for a long time.
Oh yeah, she hasn't lived with anybody since 99.
Yeah, which is wild. Outside of her kids, because they live with her. Count. Kids count.
No. I mean, like in a romantic sense, kids don't count because it's not a romantic relationship.
Well, that's all I got for you.
All right. Last but not least, Brittany and Will. So when we left episode 4, Brittany was pissed off eating chicken tenders in the hotel lobby. She came back upstairs and she tells him that she thought it would be a natural, organic communication and it's not the romantic honeymoon that anyone would have hoped for. He asked her if she often leaves without saying anything. I think that he handled that question well, like that situation well, as far as saying.
That's when they was in the bed. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was like, hey, do you do this all the time? Because I need to know if you tripping or if I'm tripping. Like, I need to recalibrate. She said that she apologized for not telling him that she was going to leave. And he's like, I don't know where to find you and I'm not about to go. He didn't say this, but that's what it boiled down to. Yeah. I ain't know where to find you. I wasn't going running after you. You need to figure that out because you can't just keep running.
Right. He right. I'm with you when you're right.
I'm with you when you're right. He brought up the initial conversation issues and he told her he thinks that they don't have to talk about it anymore. I disagree with that. I do think that they need to talk about their communication issues, but I think that they need to have a new approach to it. It's something that I would like for them to sit down specifically with Dr. Pia or Dr. Pepper, more so than Pastor Cal. More so because Pia and Pepper be like, what's your problem?
Yeah.
Pastor Cal I don't feel like he approaches it in that manner.
Nah. But it's definitely a difference between the three.
Like Pia is very, very straightforward in her, you gotta stop doing this dumb stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like Dr. Pepper is the same way. They just come at it from a different angle, but their approaches are similar. Like it's straightforward. Mm-hmm.
It's something I wanted to bring up. It's tabling conversation because when they were talking to each other about, their communication issues, he was like, we don't have to talk about it no more. She was like, we do because it's unresolved. Mm-hmm. And it made me think about tabling conversations. And is that a healthy thing to do?
It is. And the reason that I say that it is because when you're at the height of emotions, you lose things that you're trying to get out. It's why we have those. And another thing. Yeah. And I don't mean you and I, but I mean people in general.
Right.
You have those. And another thing.
I'm a king of
I got to get this off my chest. No, you're the king of I got to get this off my chest.
Yeah.
But
better out than in.
I think that tabling a conversation for later allows everybody to reflect on what they said or did that was wrong, or even if not wrong, how things can be approached better. Because I liken it to, I have to go back to the kid thing. When your kid does something that pisses you off, you have to be like, hey, give me a second. Mm-hmm. I'm going to come back to you.
Get out my face.
I'm going to come back to you, but let me think through where you had me messed up at. And
I'll tell you where you had me.
That's where you had me messed up at. So
let me ask you this. He says, let's not talk about it. Is that a pattern of his behavior? Because when they did the sex thing and she was feeling bad about it, he was like, we don't have to do it no more. This conversation comes up, he's like, we don't have to talk about it.
I didn't think about it. It is a pattern, but I think he's using it as a pattern because of how she flips out.
Yeah.
Because going back to sex, this happens. We shouldn't have a I don't want to talk about it approach. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It should have absolutely been a okay, so let's have a conversation about what went wrong and where we can get on the same page.
Yeah.
I think that that's the issue with communication as well, is that she expects for them to have the exact same communication style and they don't. Mm-mm. And that's okay.
That's actually good.
But she's committed to it has to be like this. And it ain't work for neither one of them.
I honestly feel like she's committed to
being upset.
No, not being upset, but sabotaging, like it not working.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Where she's like, she keeps going back to these previous relationships.
Yeah.
And in these previous relationships, this happened.
And so all these things are triggers.
So X must equal Y, right, and Y equals see you later.
Yeah.
And she can't resolve that a person can like her, respect her, and still also want to be around after a disagreement.
Yeah.
Because she's never had that.
Right. And that boils back to, is this behavior because all the single women in her family.
Yeah, when you have a group of people in your life who are
how did she word that?
The only person that was married was her sister.
Yeah.
And her sister passed away in 2020. I liken it to when we get on the internet and people be like, she shouldn't have never said that, or he should have never did this, I leave. And I be like, and that's why you're single. And I'm not saying you have to accept a lot of things by any means.
You don't have to accept no BS.
But having a conversation, specifically when tensions are down, to be able to say, hey, this is where you had me messed up at.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you how, what you won't do again.
Right. No,
it can be done very calmly. It can be done in a nice way, but also it has to be done.
Right.
You can't just stop talking.
Exactly.
So they go on another date the next day. They go and visit some type of ruins. They talk about navigating, getting to being happy together. And they go to the top of the ruins and they kiss each other. And then she gets upset with him again when they get back to the hotel. This time was because she said he's not comfortable being intimate with her again. And she said it makes her feel unwanted and rejected. I'm like, baby, his honeymoon was 4 days long. On day 1, you had this issue of the oops. He's not trying to have another oops again, even though I don't think he felt like anything was wrong per se with the sex and the way that it happened. You was like, hey.
You flipped out and he was like, I don't want to deal with that. So
I don't like that. So he was like, as attractive as you are and as much as I want to jump your bones, girl, stay over there. Don't touch me. We can kiss because, boy, they be kissing.
They be kissing and hugging.
He's
rubbing
like,
and tugging.
He was like, we can kiss, but that's it. And she said that it all feels like rejection. And I think that she needs to go to therapy. And she needs to figure out this rejection. Because I don't know if Clarence was a good or a bad daddy. I can't say that her rejection started with Clarence. I can't say that her rejection started with Clarence because Clarence is in her life.
Yeah.
But I think that she needs to go back and look and see what exactly about herself makes her feel so rejected. Because we all got issues, right? It just depends on how we decide that we're going to get through our issues.
Yeah.
Because nobody is in a position of everything went right 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And so we may not have issues as it relates to feeling rejected or feeling unwanted, but we might have issues with something else. And that's something that she's going to have to get to the root of because, baby, he can't fix it for you.
No, and it's not his job.
It's not.
It's not his job to be the fixer of your feelings.
I was prepared coming into this season thinking that Will was going to be the piece of work in their relationship.
Really?
I did.
I
that was just like...
Yeah, just looking at him, we gonna have trouble with him.
And then he's been the one that's just like, hey, cool.
He's been very level-headed.
Mm-hmm.
But he just don't know how to, like I've been saying, and she mentioned it too when she was like frustrated with him. He has to assure her that she's good.
And that's a lot. Like, at what point do you get to stop reassuring?
But that's a thing that we do naturally though. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not a time where you're like, if I'm put in a situation, I don't feel like Tommy has my back. And the vice versa for me. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have to be reassured that you have my back.
But it's always been that way. Like, there's never been a time that I was like unsure of how, not how you felt about me, but if a situation happened that I needed you to make me feel safe, that you would make me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds weird, but you know, men want to feel like they're safe too with their person.
I'm not laughing at the safety part of it.
I thought you was laughing at it.
I'm laughing at it because I'm like, I've never had that I can think of a relationship. I've been in some interesting relationships in the past, right? Yeah. But I never was in a position where I was like, man, this guy don't like me.
Right.
Who better than me?
Right.
And if you leave me, you're going to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to be trying to compare her to me.
Yep.
So Brittany needs to have that who better than me.
Yeah, and I don't get that. Like, I think she's beautiful. And
Jay-Z said, what's higher than number one? Nelly said 2's not a winner, 3 nobody remembers.
Ricky Bobby said, if you're first, you're last. What he say?
If you're not first, you're last.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Anyways,
look, my last note on them was they had a good day, and he was like, "No penis for you, ma'am," and she was like, "Oh, this cooch that I'm throwing out here, you don't want it."
All this pussycat in your lap to continue quoting rappers.
No looking back. Anyway.
Spaceships don't come equipped with rearview mirrors.
All right, man, let's get out of here. That's all I got for them, man.
I don't know what to say here. It's like you not knowing what to do with your hands in a picture. I don't know what to say here. Brittany, baby, I know that we're over the filming of this show. But go and get some assistance with your rejection issues.
Yeah.
Because that boy that didn't like you in 4th grade, it don't matter anymore.
But I get it though. Nobody wants to feel like they're being rejected, and especially rejected from the person that they're in a relationship with.
No, but I'm gonna say something.
Right. And I don't and that's why I think that we're lacking, or that's what she's lacking in helping this man again, 4 days.
Well, I want to do this again. However, I would like some set parameters. A condom, perhaps.
Your pullout game is weak.
Pullout game is so weak.
So we're going to do something else. Or just in the moment say, hey, this is making me feel this way. But that comes with relationship maturity too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did not like that. I would like for you to not.
Because I don't even, like, now she's complaining. This complaint at the end was because he wouldn't give her any. And
after she spazzed out.
And he said that he wasn't going to give her any. And she's just like, I feel rejected. You can't feel rejected when he told you that he wasn't, and he stood on that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I digress.
If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell. I don't even know what question to ask. It'll be something pinned in the comments. We'll get there in a minute. Yes, you are going to see us in these same outfits again for 2 more videos.
No, I'm going to change my shirt.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm going to change. We got to take a break. I'm change my shirt, and I'm change the
album.
Put a new album in the front so make it seem like we recorded something different. Anyway.
Whatever. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell. Some will be pinned in the comments to respond to. I don't know. I don't have a question.
Share the video.
Please share the video. Like it. Talk to us, please.
Talk to me. Talk to me, please. Anyway.
We'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.